Hello everyone, Pat B. Freeman here. It's so good to see you and I'm excited. I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer, and I'm a coach. I work to empower women and girls, and I'm working on a project to empower 7,000 women and girls by 2017, by July 2017. And I also have my own radio show, Empower 7,000 Radio. And I'm with a special lady today. This is Aria Pierce. Aria Pierce is an entrepreneur, she's a speaker, and she's an author. So I'm excited to have her because I hope to have her on the show real soon. But we're going to talk to her because I just met her recently, and she's a woman who, at this point, I think has a story that you need to hear if you're a couple, or you're a woman, or you a man, whomever you are, you need to hear this story. And she's a lady who's expecting. But let's talk about her story because this is a story of inspiration. And I'd like to ask you, Aria, if you will,
Yes.
just tell the people out there who you are and what is this that's going on that's an inspiration to others to hear.
Yes. Well, my name is Aria Pierce, and I'm a native of Greensboro, North Carolina. And my story is about basically how I was given a diagnosis from my doctors that we would never be able to have children. And I not really considered anything medically was wrong with me in the beginning or anything with my husband. I never considered that being a issue. And so I just thought that was just something that would happen naturally. And so just going through that journey together as a couple, we definitely experienced a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of shame that I felt that I was carrying inside, and I wasn't able to really open up with anybody. And I felt like I was going through this by myself. But it was only up until earlier part of this year I realized that I'm not alone. And I connected with this ministry in Chicago. And I realized that there are so many couples out there, especially in the body of Christ, that are going through this same journey of infertility or have dealt with miscarriages. And this is even in the body of Christ, and they're suffering. And they don't have a lot of people to open up to. And they smile, but behind those smiles is pain. And so going through that, I realized that there was a support network. And they provided prayer monthly for us as couples to stay encouraged, to keep our eyes on Jesus Christ. Even though we were going through this personal battle, but that we connect with our other brothers and sisters, and we connect together to empower and strengthen one another. And so I was thankful just to have that support. And so I realized in July of this year, that's when we discovered that we were having our miracle child. And so I'm currently pregnant. So we're expecting our little girl in March of 2017.
Wow.
And so I truly know that it's a blessing from God. And so now, just going through that journey, it's definitely a heart of mine to reach out and help other couples. And it's not just females who go through this. It's also males. And especially being a male in this kind of society of today, they definitely don't open up about those issues.
Yes. Well, I appreciate what you're saying because, when I heard her story initially, I knew we had to have her on the show. And that is because I said to you, I lost my first child as well, but it wasn't because of infertility, but the child was stillborn. So, and I just thought at that time that I was even alone, and it was difficult. I never thought that, I would have to go through such a thing, but I also didn't understand what to do at the time with myself, with my thoughts. So I can appreciate what you're saying because there are women out there, and at the time my husband was going through pain just like I was, and it never left.
Exactly.
It's always there. But to know that, to feel, to discover that you're able to have a child.
Yeah.
I understand not only are you overjoyed about that, but your story can help others. And I understand you also wrote your first book.
Yes.
And tell us about that first book. The title of it